channel, and today I am talking about one of my favorite subgenres of horror, and that is Hollywood horror. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get going. The first book I'm talking about today is Harrow Lake by Kat Ellis. This book centers around a girl, and her father is a really well-known director who directs like obscure films, like kind of like old-timey horror films that like get a really big following. Unfortunately, he gets stabbed in her apartment, or in their apartment, I should say, and she's sent to live with her grandma. And her grandma lives in the town that one of the most famous films that he directed was filmed, because our main character's mom was actually the star of that film that took place in that town. And she went missing a long time ago. Her character unveils some secrets about her past, her mom's past, and her dad's past. And the deeper she digs, the more she finds out that things have been shady. And so this book is kind of like equal parts like finding out about her roots and everything like that. And it's also about a super creepy small town that lives in the 20s and basically centers their whole existence on this film. Like they even have like a special day for the film. So this book was super good. I gave it 5 stars. Highly recommend it. Next up, we have a book that is on my TBR, and this is Burn the Negative by Josh Winning. This book takes place on like a Hollywood film set. We see a character who starred in a film a long time ago when she was a girl, and everybody like on this film died mysteriously, basically. Like their real life deaths kind of mirrored their on-screen deaths. So she wanted nothing to do with this film anymore. She changed her name and she became kind of like a journalist or some kind of writer. But unfortunately her boss tasked her with writing about this film. So she has to go and watch this film as it's being developed. And bad things start happening. The cast starts dying again. So it's kind of like a cursed film. I can't wait to read this one. It's on my October TBR, and I'm actually going to be starting it like today. Next up, we have Curse of the Reaper by Brian McCauley. And this book was absolutely fantastic. I read it earlier this year, and it is like Jason, like Friday the 13th. Like that's kind of what the films are like in this book to me. So it's about an actor, and a long time ago, like back in the 80s, he played the Reaper. And nowadays, all he does is kind of go to like Comic-Con events and sign autographs. But they're doing a reboot of The Reaper, and the new star had a rough past. He like got into a car crash with his girlfriend in the car and injured her. He was driving like drunk, so he's in big trouble, and this is his like first comeback film. So obviously our main character is not very happy that they're rebooting The Reaper because he loved his role as The Reaper. And we slowly see that he is actually going insane, because you see the Reaper is talking to him and making him become violent, like more and more violent. So this book was just fantastic. I highly recommend like reading this if you love slasher films. Absolutely fantastic. 5 stars. Next up, we have Night Film by Marisha Pessel. This is a book that I talk about a lot on here, and this book centers on a mysterious death, and we have a journalist who's investigating this death, and he's uncovering a whole bunch of information about this mysterious film director who is the father of the girl who died by suicide is what they claim, but he's not so sure, so he wants to investigate. And this book is so cool because it features a lot of multimedia. It's 500 pages long, so it is an investment if you're going to read this book, but it's a fantastic read. I highly recommend it, and I love the use of like the pictures. Let me see if I can find you one quick. So like it has website pages, it has newspaper articles, it has obituaries. It's just so cool, and I love that they took the time to do that. And like I never did it, but like there's a website that you can go to and kind of like uncover clues and stuff with this book, so it's fantastic. So anyway, I won't talk too much about it because I have talked about this book frequently on my channel, but this is a great book. Next, we have a newer book, and that is Silver Nitrate by Silvia Morano Garcia. And this book is about 2 kind of oddballs in Mexico. It's set in like the 90s, and our main character is a like audio editor for films, and her bestie, her friend, her lifelong friend, moves into a new apartment building, and in there is like an old famous film director who directed some like cool horror movies back in the day. And he's like, hey, I have a film that I never finished. So would you guys want to finish it for me? And so she kind of like puts the audio on and everything. But there was a curse, or it was supposed to be like some kind of magic. It's a silver nitrate film. And unfortunately, after she did that, she starts noticing people following her. There's weird things going on, like her best friend is seeing his dead ex-girlfriend. It's just crazy. So this book was a wild ride from start to finish. It involves like Nazis, necromancy, and all sorts of crazy things. And like this edition is the Illumicrate edition, or the Evernight Illumicrate edition, and it's gorgeous. It's got the edges and then like beautiful pages inside. So, but this was a great read. I really enjoyed it, and I loved all the references to like HollyWood and like horror movies. And then last up is another book that is on my TBR, and this is Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. This is another book that's similar, kind of like The Curse of the Reaper and Burn the Negative, and it's about like a haunted film set, I think, or a cursed film set. So I'm super excited to watch this one. Super excited to read this one. I know it involves like people dying on set and things just going absolutely crazy, so I can't wait to read it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found some more like HollyWood-esque type of horror books to read. If you know some that I have not read yet or didn't mention, please drop them in the comments below, because I am always looking for more spooky HollyWood books. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at pages_and_ash. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.